Welcome friends. Today in this live stream, we will be building a URL shortener inside JavaScript and Node.js using a simple API on the internet. This is the website here, cdpt.in. So this allows unlimited API calls here. You don't need to provide any sort of API key. This is unlimited API. So we can call this API through JavaScript and also Node.js. So I will be showing you how to implement this inside a complete application in Node.js and Express, and I will also be showing you how to use this inside browser. So this is a website here, cdpt.in. So if you want to download all the source code, I have written a complete blog post on my website coding Shiksha. So the link will be there inside video description. So all the source code will be there. So now let me get started by building this on the browser side first. So here inside my projects directory, I will make a new folder. So here I will make a new folder here. So we can just call this anything here, which is URL shortener. I will cd into this. So if you have any sort of doubt, you can ask in the comment section. I will answer the question as well. So this is Visual Studio Code text writer. You can use any text writer of your choice. So if you are watching it for the very first time, then please hit the like button and also subscribe the channel. And we will make this index.html file here. And inside this, we will write the bare bone HTML code here. So we will change the title, that is custom URL shortener in JavaScript. So here guys, we will use some bootstrap. So we will simply say bootstrap cdn, and here you can just use w3schools.com cdn. So go to get started and only pick up the CSS part. So just after the title, just paste it. This is the CDN of bootstrap. And now we can use the container class of bootstrap, and we can give the heading in the center position, that is custom URL shortener in JavaScript. So after that, we will have a simple form. We will give a form its ID, which is form. And inside, if you open this inside, open with live server, you will see this heading here, custom URL shortener in JavaScript. So up till now, any sort of doubt you can ask it. So here we will give a form group class of bootstrap, and inside this we will say enter URL. So here the user will enter the URL which needs to be shortened. So we will have our input, which will have the class form control. This will be input type text, and it should be required, and the placeholder will be simply enter long URL. And we will also be giving a ID to it of URL. So now if I refresh it, you will see that we have a simple input field out there, enter long URL. So here you can enter any sort of URL. Let me autocomplete to off. And now we will also be having a simple button. We will give bootstrap classes to it. So this will be simply shorten URL. So now this will be a red color button here. So if you just click this button, it will shorten the URL. You can make this full size by btn block. So now this will be full width size button. So it will just tell me that please fill out this field. So this is validation, which is coming through required field, which we have entered here, required. So now we can use some jQuery in order to make a Ajax request to this API. So what we can do is that in the same W3 Schools website, go to jQuery and you can copy the CDN of jQuery and paste it here after the body, paste it. And here we can make a simple our script.js file where we can write the JavaScript code. So in the different file, just make a script.js file. So here we will first of all check if all the document is ready or not. So here we will target the form which we have given its ID form here. So we can target it using like this form, and then we will use the submit event handler. So whenever the form is submitted, this will automatically trigger, and this will have this e parameter attached to it. So e dot prevent default. So this will prevent the auto submission of the form. And now basically we can get the value which the user has entered, long URL. So this we can get. So we have given its ID url.val. So we have given this ID to it URL. So we are catching it. So we can alert this. So if I now submit any sort of long URL, let's suppose google.com, click, you will see it will print it out in the alert box. So now we simply need to shorten this long URL which we get here. So for this we can send a Ajax request to the API to carry out this process. So we can make a simple function, shorten URL, and pass this long URL as an argument. So here inside we will write this function which will take the long URL, and here we can use $.ajax and the method will be post. So if you check the documentation of this website, you will find out that basically this is the URL that you need to hit here. It provides you this URL. So this is the API URL, and whatever URL you need to shorten, you need to provide it as a URL parameter, and then we can concatenate it using long URL. So after this, providing the URL, the success callback. So when the request is successful, the data will be returned to us. So we can print out the data inside the console. So that's it. What you need to do is that now we can open this. We can write google.com, and if I click shorten URL and go to console, so it is saying 405 method is not allowed. I think this method is a get request, not a post request. So by default, Ajax sends a get request. So we don't need to provide the method parameter. We just need to provide an additional data type parameter, which is will be a JSON. So we will be getting a JSON response. So you can see we need to provide it. So once again, run this application and type any sort of URL. And if I check the console, console log data, CDP. Let me see, guys, why it hasn't returned the data to us. Let me copy paste this once again. Long URL. coding Shiksha.com. Mm, one bro of Node.js. DigitalOcean is a great platform where you can host Node.js apps. DigitalOcean, it's a great, if you're building Node.js application for production, I will recommend DigitalOcean. So that is a great platform. You can use it. AWS also. And the third one is Google Buckets. So these are the three I will recommend because this is good. Pricing, I think Google Buckets in terms of pricing is good. But if you want the performance, I will recommend AWS or DigitalOcean. So these are the two platforms where you can deploy the Node.js applications at the efficiency of those applications will be good. But Google Buckets is good. So coming back to the application, I think it is not returning the result that we want. If I just say google.com, Google, we click it. So basically, if you open this, it will return this short URL to it. So we are doing the same thing here. We are sending a Ajax request. So let me give the URL here. Let me try to do this if it is JSON, and when it is successful, then we can. So now if I check in console here, I think it is in the browser side is it is not working. We are sending a Ajax request, but method, let me put get. And now you can see, now it is returning this URL here. This is a short URL. If you open this, it will redirect you to, in 4 seconds, it will redirect you to the long URL that you mentioned. In our case, we have mentioned google.com. So I was missing this method parameter, which is get. We need to explicitly provide it. So that was a problem which was coming. So can you tell me how to remove this bot here? It is just spamming the chat here. Uh, can you make a Rubik's Cube solver? I have put timeout on this bot here. Let me check if it is. So now we can repeat this process here. Let me delete this and try to replicate this inside the same. Let me provide a method parameter as well to get, and let me make this as dynamic. So we are concatenating the long URL. So now if I now write facebook.com, click shorten URL. So here it is not working. So now you can see that, guys, in the console it has returned this shorten URL. Now we can simply print it on the screen. So we can give, after this form we can have a div which will have the result, and we can print out inside h1 heading. So we can just info.html is equal to data. So now if I write Facebook and click shorten URL, you will see your shorten URL. So this is the one. If you go to it, it will redirect in 4 seconds to facebook.com. So like this, you will see that. So by this, you can just do any URL of your choice. Let me pick my website. So now this will change. So in this way, you can make a custom URL shortener in JavaScript in browser. So with calling this API. So the nice thing about this API is it is completely free and it is open source, and you don't need to provide any sort of API key. It is completely unlimited. You can call as much time. You can also use YouTube videos as well. So if you want, this bot is again coming here. Let me see why it is. Sir, are you in React Native and React? Yes, I also do videos on this channel on React also, and not React Native, just React. I have hide the user, but still it is coming, so I don't know how to block this. So this is a browser side, guys. You will see it is now working completely. You can also take YouTube videos as well. So if you go to YouTube and try to shorten the URL of any video, let's suppose I take example of my own video here. Let's suppose this video, I copy link address and paste it inside this. Click shorten URL, and now it will shorten the URL like this. If you go to it, it will redirect you in 4 seconds to the YouTube URL. You can see that. So this is for simple browser side, guys. Now we will look at how to implement this inside Node.js server side with the help of Express web framework. So let's get started. So for this will be slightly different. We will have a Node.js here. So in the same directory, what we can do is that we can initialize a Node.js project So for this, we can initialize package.json file, npm init-y. So it has created package.json file. You will see with the default information. And then we can say there is a module out there for this, which is this here, node URL shortener. So you can see it is having 1746 weekly downloads. So this is the exact module that we will use here. So again, you can see without using any sort of API key, you can use this module. So we can copy this command here, simply paste it. So this will install this module. Again, some questions are coming. Let me try to answer those. So which laptop do you use? I'm using Asus laptop, Asus Tough gaming laptop. This is good for both gaming and programming. It's looking great. Huge laptop. So yeah, it's good. And if you are new to the channel, guys, please like the stream first of all, and comment if you have any sort of question related to programming and Node.js and JavaScript, and try to subscribe the channel as well. So as you can see that, guys, we have successfully installed this module. Now what we can do is that we can make a simple index.js file in the root directory. So here we can get the make a variable and require the module which is node URL shortener. And after that, what we need to do is that we can just console log URL shortener dot short, and here we can provide the URL, whatever URL that you need to put short. Let's suppose google.com. So if I run this node index.js, so now it will tell you, sorry, let me check the documentation. Sorry, this is a, it contains a callback function. So whenever you short the URL, it has its own callback. Here you can check any sort of error has taken place or not. So here we will provide the URL and then console log URL. So if I try to run this, you will see your short URL is not defined. Let me make this URL shortener. So if I run this, so this is your shortened URL. You will see that it has, again, if I change the URL, let's suppose coding Shiksha, and again this URL will change here like this one. So up till now, any sort of doubts you can have, write this question. So I have subscribed you since 1000. Thank you very much, bro, for subscribing it. What's your thoughts on the new M1 MacBooks Air? Bro, I don't use Apple laptops, so they are so expensive, so I don't use it. So I can't tell you more about that. Bro, he is not gadget blogger. Yes, yes. I am not into that much of gadgets, so I don't know much about it. So you can refer more channels on YouTube which does provide the things that you are looking for. So now, guys, we will implement using this app Express. So we can install the Express module, npm express, and EJS is a template engine which provides a dynamic templating. So npm express EJS. Some more comments coming here. Hey, and how much did you buy your laptop? So you can refer, guys, 60,000 tough gaming if you check here, because even I want to buy it. Yes, yes, Shivam, you can buy it. And the performance of gaming is also good on this laptop. I also play PUBG PC, PUBG mobile also. So the performance is so good. So let me show you the link from which I bought it. So I bought it from Amazon. So if you just see here, if you just type here as Asus Tough Gaming, this is a series I bought it. Asus Tough, yes, this one. It is round about 61,000. You will see. I also having this color here and this colorful keywords. If you just see here, they are colorful and they are blinking lights inside the keyboard. So it's having a nice look into it, and the performance is also really good. So I will definitely recommend. You can see 144 hertz refresh it rate. So it also comes with its own web camera. So nice, good laptop if you want to. So how's the battery backup? Battery is also good. Uh, it runs up to, if you are intensely into gaming, it runs up to 3 hours. But if you are just browsing the internet, then 4 to 5 hours, it's good. Why it's better? If you ask technical questions, I will also be ready to listen. Yeah, I know all the features, but I just wanted someone's personal review. Yes, yes. I have used this laptop for 8 months, so definitely I can tell you that the performance is good. So you can buy this. So now, guys, we have successfully installed these two modules, Express and EJS. So now we can make our Express application. So we can just say Express, require Express, and then what we can do is that we can declare an app variable, initialize it to the Express module, and you can ask any sort of question in the live stream. So it is not restricted to only programming. So if you have the question on in your mind, you can ask it. So I am not forcing you to ask only on programming. So we will listen on a 5000 port number. So can you answer it in the comment section, guys, if the sound is good or the quality of the live stream is good? If the stream is not lagging, can you tell me if the stream is lagging or not? Just tell me. Try. I just need to get your feedback if the stream is lagging or not, or if the quality is good. So we will just console log in the message. App is listening on port number 5000. Yes, sir, the sound is great and the stream is not lagging. So I want to just do a poll inside this. I will just create a poll here. So I will ask a question here. Do you like the live stream programming videos or normal videos? Live stream programming videos or normal videos? So just put the yes and no option. Uh, I will just put a poll here. So you can participate inside this poll, guys. Just have this what you like about it. You can participate it if I continue these live programming videos or you want normal videos. So you can tell me inside this poll because yes, the stream is not lagging. It is working nicely. Yes, yes. Can we have the option for both? No, I don't have that option for both. If you want both, you can write it in the comment section. But I enjoy doing live videos because I get to have the questions of you guys also. So I just was asking that I love to do live streams because live streams tend to increase the watch time also, and also the live engagement of the viewers also comes handy. How does multitasking work in this laptop? Multitasking is really good. You can do multiple things at one time. You can play games, you can download things in the background. Live is also good. Interactivity is better. Yeah, that's why I was telling. So in terms of multitasking, it is really good. So you can, in terms of programming, Android Studio is a very good example of it. So it does require intensive uh, task. So you can use Android Studio on this laptop. You can play games, huge intensive games like PUBG PC. So the performance level is pretty good. And when it comes to these Visual Studio Code, the performance is good. It really opens fast and good for programming. So now we can just make a GET request on the home route. So when we open the home route, so we can just render out a template here, which will be index. So we can set this template by using app.set, and we can use the view engine that we have installed, which is EJS template engine. And here we can make a folder which is views, which is necessary for EJS. Inside this we will store index.ejs, and again we will have the same form. So we will say URL shortener. Up till now, any sort of doubt you can ask it. Once again, this bot has appeared. Let me hide this. Let me hide this on this channel here. I don't know, whenever I go into the live stream, this bot comes. I don't know how to hide this. I have made all the options hide user on this stream. So this is saying this user's messages will be hidden. But again, this is so frustrating for a live streamer to just see this bot coming again and again. So so here guys, we will have a simple form. So I will try to copy this index.html file which we have written for the browser side. Let me try to paste it. So we are including the bootstrap. We are giving the heading custom URL shortener. So this is our form script.js. So whenever we submit, guys, here, so now inside script.js, what we need to do is that we need to, instead of calling this URL, we will call our own URL which we will configure. So this will be equal to slash shorten URL, and this will be a post request. Post, and here we will give the data to it. So the data will be simply URL, and this will be long URL. That's it. And the success message will come here. So we will display the data, display the shortened URL. So here, now right here inside this, we need to make the post request app.post shorten URL, and this will be request response. So some questions have appeared. Let me answer those. They are parasite nowadays. I just wanted to ask from you, where did you start learn so many things? I saw your GitHub website, etc. You seem to be very knowledgeable. Um, S- Zaid, I learned it from a very early age. So when I was in college, used to be a very interested in side programming. So I didn't do any sort of extra courses. I just go to YouTube and I watched YouTube videos. And up till now also, I am a big fan of a Traversy Media channel where Brad teaches the programming. So I watch his channel daily for quality videos. So some more YouTubers are also there in the form of Code with Harry. You have seen that YouTuber, Indian YouTuber, Code with Harry. So he explains it in a very native language, Hindi. So the new Boston, Bucky Roberts, you have seen he was a very old YouTuber which tends to teach us the programming. So these are some of the YouTubers that uh, I saw their videos and try to learn something and then try to replicate it in my own videos. So I got the inspiration from those guys. So that is why I am here. So now, guys, we will again uh, get include the URL, which is shorten URL, and we will require it from node URL shortener. So here we will shorten the URL and use the short method, and we will get the request.body. So whatever it is passed here, you will see URL. So we will say URL. So this is the callback function if any sort of error take place or URL. So console log dot URL, and then we will send out this response.json. URL is equal to URL. That's it. And now to get this request.body, we need to include a module, sorry, which is a middleware function, which is body parser. So this is included inside Express. You don't need to install this body parser. So app.use body parser dot URL encoded extended to false app.use body parser dot JSON. So write these two lines. That's it. Now hopefully this application is complete. Up till now, any kind of questions you will see. Talk about some of your popular projects. My popular projects is this website which I run, Coding Shiksha. My popular projects is the YouTube channel that I run, this Coding Shiksha. I post daily a lot of videos, and the tools that I developed, which is freemediatools.com. So these are the tools coded by me. So all these tools you will see here, all the tools that I made here. So these are all the popular projects that and you can also go to my GitHub profile to find out all the popular projects that I made here. You will see these are all the projects that made by me. So you will see. So quite a following that I have inside my profile. If you check my GitHub profile, about 102 followers are there. So I don't follow anywhere. So people just explore my repository and try to follow me. So each and every day I am exploring more and more new people. So my favorites in terms of the work I done is the one. So now if I try to run this nodemon index.js, so now you will see app is listening on port 5000. If I try to run this, so if I try a google.com, so it is saying server error here. Something has occurred. Mm, mm, mm. We have given the ID form here. So what is the problem here? Shorten URL. Once again, if I write this, mm, index.ejs. So form is this. Let me put the action to this slash URL shortener. Sorry, the action we have defined here, which is shorten URL. So provide the method to be post. Mm, Button type submit. And if I try to run this and just delete this and try to run this, if I provide a long URL, so in the console you will see this shorten URL is printed out. You will see. Now we simply need to display it on the screen. So for displaying it on the screen, what we can do is that we can simply, what we can do is that uh, we can say response.render and call the same template, and here we can simply pass the shorten URL. So where we can say here shorten URL is equal to the URL. That's it. By default, this shorten URL will be empty. So when we load the page, shorten URL will be empty. So now we print it inside the template index.ejs. So right here, first of all, we will check after the form. This is the syntax of EJS, just square bracket, sorry, angular brackets, percentage sign, if condition is there. So we will say shorten URL. If it is exist, then only. So just close this bracket and also surround this by this symbol. And here we can print it. Simply we can print it here like this, is equal to sign, and then shorten URL. That's it. That's it. So this is in order to print out variables that you pass it to the template that you define here. This is a syntax by which you can do it. That is greater than sign, percentage sign is equal to followed by the variable that you have defined here, and then percentage sign and smaller than sign. That's it. So now if I try to run this, so it is saying shorten URL is not defined. Shorten URL. Shorten URL. Let me just make it URL. 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 If I now write a URL codingsiksha.com long URL, click shorten URL, you will see your URL will be printed out. If I open this URL, you will be redirected in 4 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang. You can see this is your, it is saying undefined. CDPT in, and let me write like this full code, sorry, google.com. So more messages is coming here. Hi bro, JS coding. If any sort of question that you have, guys, you can ask it in the comment section. You can see it is working here, but the URL is not working. I think why it is doing it, I don't know. But in the browser side, I have shown you how it will do it. Redirecting in the server side, it is not working. Undefined, it is coming here. But in the browser side, it was working out. So I think it's a good API. You should definitely use it. This is cdpt.in. So in the browser side, it was working. So basically, it's a tool here. You can also use it, provide any sort of URL, click shorten, and it will shorten the URL for you. And it also offers in its own API also. So that's all, guys. And if you have any sort of question, you can ask it in the comment section. 4 people are still watching the sir. How I make static and tool-based website from scratch? Champ is asking. Static website, you can make it inside any programming language. Specifically, you will need JavaScript if you want to build it statically. If you want to build out server side, you will use PHP also. So various scripts are also there. You just need to do keyword research before making any sort of tool website. So one such example is age calculator. So whatever you make, this is again a tool website. The competition is very much high here. So it basically it's tell you what is the age of you based upon the date you choose here. If you click calculate, so you need to provide the date of birth. Sorry, let's suppose this is a tool. So here you will provide the date of birth and click calculate. And now it will tell you the age in terms of months, days, years, weeks, hours, minutes, seconds. So basically, it's kind of age calculator, and you can make a full tool out of it using simple JavaScript and HTML. This tool is using just HTML and JavaScript. And if you check the domain age of this tool, it is almost 23 years old. So in the same way, you can develop any sort of tool and try to replicate it. But the competition you need to keep in mind before developing the tool, because if you can't rank on Google, it is very much wasting your time just developing that tool. So you need to keep that in mind. So any other question if you have, you can ask it, because if I show you my search console for my website freemediatools.com, so this is freemediatools.com. This is a tool-based website that I run. So you can see the website is almost 1 year old and still it is not ranking up to the mark that I wanted to. If you just check the domain age, it is completely 1 year, 151 days old. But still the impressions you will see, it is roundabout in the daily impressions, 2000 impressions. Clicks are also very low, 51, 45. So if I show you the top pages which I'm ranking for, so basically this is a tool, karaoke maker. So if you just write here karaoke maker here, these are the top pages, karaoke maker, raw string to JSON. So basically if you write here raw string to JSON, for this query my uh, tool is ranking here. You will see convert raw string to JSON. So in this way, you can pinpoint the low competition keywords and try to replicate it. Sir, what is the proper way to learn coding in order? So proper way it will be to take course from udemy.com if you want to prepare in a very standard way. But if you just want to learn, I will definitely recommend is the free way, which is YouTube. Try to go to YouTube, try to watch videos, and try to watch videos from great creators like Traversy Media, Code with Harry, the New Boston. So these are YouTube channels that you want to watch videos from, and in this way you can learn coding. Some more questions you have, guys? You can see this is the real time of the website here, Coding Shiksha blog here. You will see all the traffic is coming here. 5 visitors are from YouTube, top keywords 14. You will see that this is a blog website that I run. So a lot of traffic has come here. You will see that Google, YouTube, Direct, Yahoo. So it's a good thing that I have. The earnings are also good for this blog website. So you can see 26, 29, 29, 34. EPMV is also good. This is Ezoic here. I monetize using Ezoic. So if you have any sort of question, you can ask it, guys. So this is me coding here for you live here, answering your questions. So if you have any sort of question, you can ask it. So can API call data be monetized by AdSense? Yes, you can develop your own tool, and you can use any sort of API like this API or any sort of API and try to monetize using AdSense. Make sure that you write ample amount of content before you monetize. You can develop any tool using any API. So guys, if you're watching it for the very first time, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. And if you have any sort of question to programming or Ezoic, or you can ask it in the comment section. This is the real time on the website. You will just see. Hello Ashish, how are you? Any sort of question related to blogging, programming, you can ask it. So it is there in the channel description. Let me just give you here also. So you can just message me, don't call. Hello guys, welcome to the live stream. If you have any sort of question, you can ask it related to programming and blogging. Where do you work coding Shiksha? Uh, any tips for new bloggers? Be consistent and posting blogs. Keyword research is very much important, and try to find out keywords which are, which company or as a freelancer. No, I work from home as freelancer, not freelancer. Nice, I'm from Delhi. I know, guys, three people are watching, but I want more guys because on the whole YouTube, no blogger shows the live traffic of their website as live that I am showing here, and the revenue as well. So in future live streams, please share this live stream with your friends so that more and more people can join and they can also see this and discuss with me because only three people have joined, and so I think that based upon the subscribers, 20,000 subscribers that I have on this channel, so I wanted some more people to join in, but slowly but steadily, if I do it daily, hopefully people will join in. Yes, if people join in, I will readily give the tips. So I will readily wanted to give tips. Yesterday I did the live stream. 11 people joined in, so that was a great gesture by you people. And at the same time, I wanted to continue the programming videos as well. So this guy is asking that is, can you please make a full stack next JS course? Yeah, definitely in the future. I am looking at the technologies Angular, React, Vue.js, Next.js, all such technologies related to JavaScript and Node.js. I will try to make a full crash course or some kind of application. So try to do it. So this will be good. Some other questions related to programming also, because in the meantime, if I focuses more on vlogging, I will be left behind. So also ask questions on programming also, because I want to make a balance on this channel. 50% programming, 50% blogging, not 100% blogging, because my audience is 50% are coders and 50% are bloggers. So there needs to be a balance between the two. So that is why I just want to make a balance out of it. And I wanted to have a second monitor here so that in one monitor 24 hours I am showing the real-time traffic of the website. So I just want to purchase a monitor. Can you guys give some kind of a hint what monitor I can purchase? External monitor that I can attach through my laptop so that I can live stream 24 hours of the real-time traffic on my website. Can you just suggest any external monitor which comes in, which lets you do it? Because in this scenario, I can't do anything before because I need to capture this window just to show you guys. So this becomes difficult because I also want to do some other work also. So if this is possible, how to capture this external window? I want to do it using external monitor. So I think some on Amazon, if you type here external monitor, if I just type here external monitor for laptop, so yeah, this is the one I'm looking forward to. So which can I propagate the live stream daily, so that way you will guys will get the questions. 11,000, very expensive. So uh, some suggestions are coming here. Let me just see which are you having. HP monitors are good. सैमसंग का ले लो 4K वाला कर्व डिस्प्ले. कौन सा यार? सैमसंग Being also good, थोड़ा महंगा होगा लेकिन uh, I don't want to spend extra money on this. That is why the reason. Can you just suggest some cheap one so that सर आपको कौन सी लैंग्वेज आती है? I know very much JavaScript. I know HTML, CSS. I know Node.js as the server side. I am perfect in Angular, React, and I am learning Vue.js. I'm not perfect in Vue.js, and I plan to learn Next.js, Next.js, and Meteor.js. Although these frameworks of Node.js alternatives, I try to learn it in the future, and PHP also. I am perfect in PHP also. Python also. So Python, I have love Python. So these are some of the languages that I love. So which Samsung HP monitors? I'm looking at the prices. It is so high. So I need an external monitor because I can't continue like this because I need to sit here just blank, just showing the screen to you. This is not good because I also need to work on my own. So that will be not. So one time investment, it will be good. So I think I need to buy it. Or what we can do is that uh, we can we can also buy it iPad screen, iPad 450 is which hosting are you using? I'm using hostinger.in. Buy free CLI based softwares के बारे में बताओ. Free CLI based softwares, what do you mean? Uh, oh, okay, you are meant by this command line. You can use command line on this phone, which comes on Windows. This is not one such software is if you just search GitHub command line alternatives on Google, you will find out one such tool is uh, git clone, git so git bash, yes, git bash. So this is the open source software. So this is only for programmers. So this is you can download it on the Windows machine. So git bash. Some more comments are happening. If you're watching it for the very first time, guys, please hit the like button of the screen. Please hit the notification bell icon and subscribe the channel. Only 3 likes are there, so please hit the like button. Uh, you are my idol, bro. Thanks very much, bro, for appreciating the work here. You can see real-time traffic coming each and every second. It is coming from a real visitor, so this looks good. So you will see India, United States, France, Ecuador, Germany, Ghana, Oman, Pakistan. So you will see. I don't know, most of the bloggers in the YouTube don't show the traffic, but I want to show the traffic to you guys because I believe that whatever you do online, you need to prove to the community that it is working. Some people say that my website is getting that much of traffic, but they don't show in public. So that I don't like it. If you have known the channel Income School, they have shown their earnings proof, so that they are the authentic kind of person that I follow on YouTube when it comes to blogging. Some more people that you have followed, I don't know. You can ask, read it, or you can just write in the comment section. But Income School is the channel that I follow in terms of blogging. GT World, Income School, they are so good. Very authentic people, very simplicity. The videos they show you is very simple and straight to the point, and there are no. So I like those videos. So yeah, yeah, I know most of the bloggers in the YouTube will know about them. One other is Neil Patel, which is also pretty good. He's also successful. He has its own tool, keyword planner kind of a tool. Uber suggest. So Neil Patel is also good. Hrefs official channel is also good. Yeah, yeah. Href tool is also very good, and channel is also very good. Videos are very very useful when you want to use the tools. SEMrush is another tool that you will need to use. SEMrush. Mm, Google, its official keyword planner is also very good if you want to get exact, not exact volume, but when you are just promoting it on Google AdWords. So if you want to get the volume, that tool is specifically made for the people which advertise on Google. So that tool is also good. So these are some of the tools which are good for keyword research. So please say my name once. That will be best moment of my life. What is your name? Sham Sumran Padi. It is correct. Is it correct? Sham Sumran Padi. This is the name of your highbrow. Where are you from? I am from Delhi. Sham Sumiran Padi. Yes. It is so nice to connect with you guys. Any of the guys you watch cricket or IPL? What is your favorite team? Can you just answer in the comment section? You watch cricket or any sort of sport? Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you. You are from, I think you are from Bangalore, RCB. Yeah. My favorite is Kane Williamson. In international, I love New Zealand team, and in IPL, I love the SRH Sunrisers Hyderabad because for Kane Williamson because I love his batting. I love the nature of his because in that 2019 World Cup final, how he conducted himself was I never saw any sort of person, any captain or any individual which behaved like in that manner because that World Cup final was New Zealand, but that overthrew. which I was so sad on that day. So I love the spirit on which the Black Caps play cricket. So that is why I love the Kiwis team. So yeah, exactly. They always reach in the final, but some hard luck is there. So they never they never won it. It was in 2015, 2019, but they won the WTC final against India. You can't say that they never won it. But in again 2021, their World Cup, they lost in the final versus Australia. So I am saying that they won the WTC final. WTC, they won it. I can't believe, sir, that you're seeing my chat. No, no, bro. Every individual in this chat is valuable for me because I don't have so much viewers. So I will value each and every chat that you post. So don't say that you are not important because each and every message that I get is very much valuable for me because I know that it is very hard for people to get audience on YouTube. So you need to value your subscribers. Whatever message they ask, you need to reply. So This is the thing, according to me. Most of the people don't reply because they have so much audience, so they can't answer every question. But in my initial stages, you need to answer most of the questions that you ask. So that is why. I would love an external monitor. Thank you, thank you. Great.